Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. AEW Double or Nothing Weekend from Las Vegas this Saturday. And I will have your predictions right here on the podcast. Also, Shawn Spears, a.k.a. Tye Dillinger, is official for this Saturday's Double or Nothing. And the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, how will it be determined? When will it be unveiled? And who it will be? Right here on Off the Script.
Delete! This is mine.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me right here on Off the Script Extra. It is Thursday, May 23rd, 2019. By the time you guys see and hear this, I will already be in Sin City, bro. I'll already have a craft beer in my hand, man. So, it's going to be a busy weekend, man. In all seriousness, it's going to be a very busy weekend. I don't know how much of the city I'm actually going to enjoy, because I'll be at StarCast on Friday and Saturday. I'll be watching the pay-per-view on Saturday night. I don't think I'm going to the show because I feel the same way a lot of other content creators feel. I hate rushing around, leaving the arena if I'm there physically, to rush back home or back to the hotel if I'm out of town and record. I always feel like it's better for me to sit at home, watch it, type away on my iPad, take some notes, come here, talk about it with you guys, upload, and then go out and party. So that's what I'll probably do. But I'm not sure how much of that I'm actually going to get done because the Double or Nothing after party is happening right after the show. So I will probably get the review done quick, and I'll probably find myself over at the Double or Nothing after party. Should be a good time, man. Again, it's going to be a great weekend, and I figured I'd come here on Thursday, being that I'm traveling today, and give you guys some extra right here on Off the Script. We're gonna talk about the AEW Heavyweight Championship, and Dave Meltzer says that there are plans for it imminently. So that is coming. Tye Dillinger officially signs with AEW. His contract with AEW starts on Saturday. Double or Nothing. He is a part of the Battle Royal. So that is going to be exciting to see. I'm a big fan of Tye Dillinger, and I'm very happy for him. His 90-day no-compete actually ends 48 hours before Double or Nothing. So as you guys see and hear this, he is a free man. No longer is he shackled to WWE. We're going to go over the entire card, my thoughts and predictions on the card quickly. We're going to go over Jon Moxley. He is a name that a lot of people are bringing up when they're referencing Double or Nothing. Will he be there? Will he be the one to fill in for Pac against Adam Page? Will he be in the Battle Royal, or do they have bigger plans for the former Dean Ambrose? We'll go over that right here on the podcast, man. Make sure you guys follow me on social media at JD from NY206, both on Twitter and Instagram. It is incredibly, incredibly important. If you guys want to keep up to date on the channel, where I am, what I'm drinking, who I'm with, where I am, all that good stuff. StarCast, Double or Nothing. If you guys want live feeds from the hotel room, I'll probably do a room tour, I think. I'm only staying at Caesars. It's not really that big of a deal. But if you guys want everything Double or Nothing weekend, follow me on social media. Also, hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that bell for all notifications. And if you guys want to support the podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/JD from NY206. It's completely optional. It's up to you. And it's the only way to get exclusive content not available on YouTube. And you guys get all the versions in audio format. And you guys are lucky because I don't usually do that for Spotify or iTunes. It's usually just Off the Script every weekend. So you guys get audio. You can take me on the go. And you guys don't have to waste all of your data watching YouTube. So you Patreons have all the audio for you for easy access. Make sure you guys go and check out all the other videos that I did this week Off the Script last weekend. Get ready before we hit Off the Script this coming weekend. We got Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, Money in the Bank, official review. Everything you need is right there on the channel. Where can I find it, JD? Well, if you look in the top right corner, you're going to see a little eye. Drop that down, click it. You're going to see everything you need or everything that you might have missed, or maybe you want to watch it again. I don't know. I don't know who's going to want to watch me 2 times, but it's all there for you if you did miss it. Make sure you guys go and check it out. Link is in that little eye. Drop it down, and I would appreciate all of your support. The podcast today is brought to you by our fine friends over at Audible. audibletrial.com/offthescript. Audible is giving you guys 30 days free of their service, and that includes 1 free audiobook of your choice. You're going to use our unique link, as you see there, audibletrial.com/offthescript. You're going to download the app on your iPhone or Android device. It's completely free. You're going to sign up. You're going to go through the billing process. Again, it's absolutely free. And you got 30 days of Audible service. Best part is, as a thank you, they're going to give you 1 free audiobook of your choice. Now, if you guys feel like you don't want Audible, maybe you do. Maybe you want to stay on after the 30 days. But if you don't want to stay on past the 30 days, Audible is giving you the opportunity to sign up, get the audiobook, and cancel whenever you want. You could cancel on day 4. You could cancel on day 12. You could cancel on day 30 if you want to, and still get to keep your audiobook for free. Again, that's audibletrial.com/offthescript. Make sure you guys support the podcast through Audible, and I want to thank Audible for their service for over 2 years right here on Off the Script. So, I'm not sure if you guys actually watched the YouTube channel this week for All Elite Wrestling. They did upload the Pac versus Adam Hangman Page match that was supposed to be at Double or Nothing on Saturday. Now, it ended in a DQ where Pac low-blowed the referee, caused the disqualification, and he proceeded to beat down Adam Hangman Page after the match, saying that the only reason why he was coming to Double or Nothing was to end Adam Hangman Page, to beat the shit out of Adam Hangman Page. Now, at first glance, when this match was teased, it wasn't really officially announced until the pool party in Las Vegas with the Double or Nothing announcement of Kenny Omega joining the roster. That was in February, beginning of February. When this match was actually teased at the first ever fan rally, I had thoughts of, well, this is going to be a match with heavy world title implications. And Adam Hangman Page was all about separating himself from the Bullet Club and the Elite. He wanted to be his own guy. He wanted to show everybody that he is World Championship material. Out comes Pac. Everybody's teased with this match. Pac, we haven't seen him on American soil since WWE. He looks great. He's always been great. Obviously misused. I'm like, oh shit, Pac is here. This is a major signing. Dream matches out the ass for Pac in All Elite Wrestling. So they uploaded the match, and we don't know if Adam Hangman Page is actually going to be part of the show. Pac is clearly not going to be part of the show. They cited creative differences. There are ways that you could go about this, whether you want to believe it's creative differences or not. I don't think it's creative differences in the way of Pac and Page. You know, Pac is a champion in his own right for Dragon Gate. Maybe he didn't want to lose, which I understand. And people are like, oh, you're going to run into this situation with the executive vice presidents. They don't want to lose. They're not going to let that get in the way of what makes sense. They're making their money. They want to present a product that makes sense. And I have yet to find a determination or a reason as to why there are creative differences. Hopefully Meltzer can really chime in on that this weekend, and maybe we'll get more information on that sometime after Double or Nothing is over. But like I said, this match was supposed to have big world title implications. AEW is going to announce a World Heavyweight Championship. They're going to unveil a World Heavyweight Championship belt. There's that word again. Title, belt, strap, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And Meltzer says plans for this are imminently. Meltzer noted on the Wrestling Observer Live that All Elite Wrestling is expected to announce their AEW Heavyweight Championship imminently. The Heavyweight Championship, they're going to announce, and how they're going to fill that vacancy and how they're going to handle the championship will be announced within the next 24 hours. I'm assuming that he talked about this on Wednesday, and I'm assuming going into Double or Nothing, or maybe at Double or Nothing, we'll get an unveiling of the title and how that is going to be determined. I'm always a guy that's up for a good tournament, so maybe we get a good tournament out of it. The announcement will be made at some point in the next 24 hours. Pac versus Hangman Page could have very well been for this new title. However, that match isn't happening at Double or Nothing. And like I said, if you guys want to go watch that match, it's on the All Elite Wrestling YouTube channel. Now, All Elite Wrestling needs to figure out someone else and something else. And it sounds like they do have a solution in the pipeline. So we will know very, very soon. I am interested in seeing what the title actually looks like. Now, I guarantee you, just by look alone, it's going to look more prestigious than anything we've seen with WWE, especially after the fucking atrocity that was the 24/7 title. Oh, but JD, it's a comedy title, man. It's all you need to tell me. That is the only idiotic fucking thing that you need to tell me for me to take your opinion and fucking throw it in the garbage. Then don't make a fucking title. Gone are the days of the Winged Eagle belt. Gone are the days of the fucking, Intercontinental Championship meaning something. Gone are the days of the classic 90s WWF tag team titles. I hope AEW knows what they're doing, and I hope that whoever they had make this belt makes it look fucking prestigious, man. I am in my 30s. I'm not going to sit there like I'm fucking 5 years old again watching Kenny Omega walk around with a AEW World Heavyweight Championship. But man, I want everybody that is much, much, much younger than I am. As a child, I know I said this story and I told this story on the podcast before. When I was growing up and I was in my, my early years, I was 5, 6, 7 years old, and I'm watching Bret the Hitman Hart and I'm watching the Ultimate Warrior carry around the WWF Championship, and I'm watching Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon carry around the Intercontinental Championship. Man, I remember so vividly at Madison Square Garden during WrestleMania 10 where Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels were in a ladder match, one of the greatest WWE matches of all time. Two of the straps hanging down. Michaels brought back the Intercontinental Championship because he went away and he never lost the championship, so he said he was the uncrowned champion. Razor Ramon won a match against model Rick Martel on Monday Night Raw to be crowned the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. Shawn Michaels obviously took, this to be offensive, and he took it to heart. Nobody beat me for the title. I am the real Intercontinental Champion. So I remember vividly watching that as a young child. The fucking spotlight at Madison Square Garden shining on those titles. I'm like, man, I wish I was the Intercontinental Champion. I wish I could hold and touch the Intercontinental Championship. And everybody thought that way. Everybody felt that way as a young child. Imagine the young children watching AEW who look up to a Chris Jericho and a Young Bucks and a Kenny Omega wearing that gold. I want the belt to really resonate with everybody, no matter age, no matter what age they are. And I hope that it looks and feels and sounds and has the prestige of everything that we remember a title being when we were growing up. Really, I really want that. I miss the days of championships legitimately meaning something. They mean fucking nothing. They mean nothing on WWE television. I hope. I have faith in them, and I think it's going to end up being a damn good-looking title. Tye Dillinger, someone who is no longer strapped to WWE's ball and chain. Tye Dillinger, clearly a wasted talent in WWE. He could have been in NXT. They refused his request to go back down to NXT. Tye Dillinger was so hot in WWE that people were talking about him legitimately being the NXT champion at one point. That's how over he was in NXT with the 10 gimmick. Made the main roster, and he was nothing more than a joke. WWE took him off television. They didn't really like the 10 chants. Whatever the fans like, WWE quick to kill it. Quick to kill it. They had him come out 2 years in a row at the number 10 spot in the Royal Rumble. Seems like AEW is picking up right where they left off in WWE with Shawn Spears. As announced across all Elite Wrestling's social media platforms, the former Tye Dillinger, Shawn Spears, is the latest entrant into the Casino Battle Royale at Double or Nothing. The Casino Battle Royale will air during the pre-show, which they are calling the buy-in. I love it, because I'm a big poker guy. I love playing poker. I'm going to buy into this table, bro. So you're going to buy in to the Double or Nothing show, and you are either going to go all in, or you're going to fold. I think most of us are going to go all in right before the show goes live. The buy-in will be free on AEW's YouTube channel. So if you guys want to watch and then determine whether you want to spend the $50 or not, there you go. Shawn Spears recently spoke to Sports Illustrated with Justin Barrasso, and he revealed why he made the decision to go to All Elite Wrestling. He says this, and I quote, "I'm coming to AEW because I believe in what they are doing. I believe in providing an alternative for fans. And I really believe that the audience has wanted an alternative for quite some time now. No shit. This is now the platform to give people exactly what they want, and I'm really looking forward to proving myself in AEW." End quote. And previously is not known if Shawn Spears signed a one-off deal with AEW or he signed a full-time contract. That will be known as time goes on. Although neither he or the promotion have confirmed he is a full-time roster member, his comments certainly make it seem as if this is not a one and only appearance. I don't think so, and I think AEW would be foolish to not sign this guy to a certain type of deal. I really do. I think he has a lot left to offer. He is up there 37, 38, but he could be a notable name that brings a lot of fans with him. A lot of fans were into the Tye Dillinger. He's going to resonate with the diehard fans. He's going to resonate with that niche audience. He really is. He really is. So he says, "My career had its ups and downs, but I took the reins in the past few months. Now I plan on taking a very specific, driven direction, and what better time than this Saturday at Double or Nothing to prove that to the world." He finished off the interview by speaking of his excitement for AEW and revealed that he really wants to give back to wrestling and the wrestling world to help younger talents. He says this, and I quote, "I am able to bring a great deal of experience to a company that is looking to build young talent, which is vital to the future of professional wrestling. I've known Cody for a very long time, and in terms of this endeavor, there are no better four guys than Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny Omega that I would trust to put this together. AEW is history-making. When the chance presented itself to be a part of something so groundbreaking, I wasn't going to wait around any longer." I'm happy for the guy, man. Peyton Royce actually tweeted him saying that she was excited for this opportunity for her husband, and it's going to be a great deal. Nobody's going to be really watching AEW to see a Shawn Spears, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any value. That doesn't mean he can't provide something for this promotion. He is a veteran. He is a world traveler. He's got a ton of knowledge that could be turned on to the much younger talent. And if AEW has a mid-card title, which I hope that they do, world title, tag team title, mid-card title, that's all you need. The days of the old school, man. 3 titles that really mean something. He could provide for that mid-card, and it could be something that he, at this stage of his career, could really strive for. And I can't wait to see him, man. It's been one of those things where he got called up from NXT. We were so excited because of the gimmick. It was over. It was exciting. He knew what he was doing. You know, the backstory to him where he didn't know what he wanted to do. It was a failed attempt after failed attempt after failed attempt. Lots of gimmicks to try and get over. This is the one thing that stuck with everybody. This is the one thing that worked for him. And then he makes the main roster, and WWE doesn't want any part of it. How sad is that? How depressing is that? Then he asked, because he wants to work, "I want to go back down to NXT." They denied him his request. Now you got Tyler Breeze, who asked to go back down to NXT, and more than likely he's going to be challenging for the North American title against the Velveteen Dream at TakeOver. So I don't understand why WWE really lost, Tye Dillinger in what they were trying to do. He could have been a great mid-card hand, a great U.S. Intercontinental title guy. They didn't see anything in him. He would have definitely been in that 24/7 bullshit that they're doing now. So he got out at the right time. And he got lucky. WWE is not handing out releases to anybody. He was in the perfect time where WWE was just handing out releases. They let TJP go. They let Tye Dillinger go. They let Hideo Itami go. And Tye Dillinger was out for 6 or 7 months. He was out 6 or 7 months. WWE could have easily added those months on top of his contract and not allow him to be at AEW. How lucky is he? What does that say about what WWE thought of Shawn Spears? Really didn't find any value in him whatsoever, which makes it really head-scratching that they're not letting a guy like Luke Harper go when they got no plans for him. They didn't have any plans for him here, in this case with Shawn Spears, and they let him go. He got lucky. He got lucky because WWE could have been a lot more vindictive if they wanted to. I'm going to be excited to see him. I can't wait to see what he provides to AEW this summer. Jon Moxley, another big name. There are 2 big names floating around right there that people are anticipating for All Elite Wrestling. Jon Moxley is one, and Phil Brooks is the other. Too bad CM Punk is not going to be there because he's calling MMA on the same night as Double or Nothing, so he will not be there. We still got All In 2. It's all but confirmed for Chicago. Maybe he shows up there. Maybe he shows up on their weekly television show on TNT in October. I don't know. We just don't know anything regarding Phil Brooks, CM Punk, and his UFC deal. But I'm sure if there is one place where he will come back to pro wrestling, it is going to be for the Young Bucks, and I'm sure he will entertain offers because I know they will pay him handsomely to come back to All Elite Wrestling. And man, there's really no names right now out there that are going to move the needle. CM Punk, whether you love him or hate him, is a guy that's going to move the fucking needle. And I know you're looking at me and you're like, I hate CM Punk. But don't bullshit me. If CM Punk signed with All Elite Wrestling was going to debut on their weekly television show, you'd be the first fucking person to pick up the remote control and frantically search for TNT on your cable provider. Don't give me that fucking bullshit, you fucking clown. So everybody that says, oh, CM Punk sucks, fuck CM Punk, you'd be the first person out there watching CM Punk on All Elite Wrestling. But Punk is not going to be at Double or Nothing. Jon Moxley has a huge probability of being at Double or Nothing. Now, Moxley will be filming a new movie where he will be starring in the role of a cage fighter. This has some people wondering if a jump to the UFC is even a possibility. That is not happening. It is just a movie based on cage fighting. Still, some fans are holding out hope that Jon Moxley will make an appearance at AEW's Double or Nothing on Saturday. This is what Meltzer said about Jon Moxley. And I quote, Moxley's doing a movie, but that does not mean he can't get out for the day. Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Live, this gives a chance that fans could see the former Dean Ambrose make his AEW debut on May 25th. That is all Dave Meltzer said. Moxley's doing a movie, but that doesn't mean he can't get out and have a day off. Very vague, very simple. Who knows? Maybe Meltzer knows something that we don't. But if I had to take a guess of a yes or a no, I'm going to say yes, and Jon Moxley will be at Double or Nothing because the Young Bucks say they do have other surprises that they really can't reveal right now. So you might be looking at the card and, with the minus of the Pac Adam Page match, they really got to deliver. I think they will. So we'll have to wait and see if Moxley surprises everybody at Double or Nothing. I mean, it's the time to do so. I would rather debut him now than wait for October. Debut him now and blow everybody away and fucking send the ripples and the effects of what you do here throughout the wrestling community. Fucking make a stand against WWE. Because they'll be watching. And how do you think they're going to react and feel when they see Dean Ambrose on AEW? Now, you might not think it's a big deal now, but when you see a guy like Dean Ambrose, who's a WWE guy and made all of his fame and money in WWE, how do you think they're going to react when they see him at Double or Nothing? It's going to be a big deal. And the battle lines are going to be drawn. There might not be battle lines between AEW and WWE, but they will be there. The fans are going to make it a big deal. And it's going to make AEW look more legit in the eyes of everybody if Jon Moxley debuts on Saturday. Because they have a bunch of detractors right now. There are a bunch of detractors out there for AEW. I don't know why. This is a great thing for pro wrestling. I went over this on Off the Script. I don't have to reiterate myself here, but this is a great thing for pro wrestling, and I can't wait to see what they offer on Saturday night. Going over the card, man. This is a great card on paper. A lot of talent here that I don't really know or am familiar with. And that's the best thing about watching these shows, man. You get familiar with these people that you're going to be seeing more and more and more. And then again, every single week on TNT. We'll start with the Battle Royal. 20-man Casino Battle Royale. Participants announced. Sonny Kiss, Brandon Cutler, Ace Romero, Glacier. Yes, that Glacier from WCW. Brian Pillman Jr., Sunny Days, MJF, Joey Janela, Dustin Thomas, Billy Gunn, Jimmy Havoc, Michael Nakazawa, Jungle Boy, Mark Quinn, and Isaiah Cassidy of Private Party, who are House of Glory guys, so I'll be cheering them on, Luchasaurus from Lucha Underground, and Shawn Spears. Now, I don't really know the rules of this Battle Royal. I know that there's going to be 4 decks of cards, or 4 suits of cards rather drawn, and there's going to be 5 individuals coming out in number order. And then there is going to be a Joker card, and I think the Joker card is going to be the last entrant. Now, that could be Jon Moxley. I don't know. I think if it's on the pre-show, they're not going to reserve that for a Jon Moxley. I think he's going to obviously have something bigger to do on the main show, whether that is interfere in the Omega Jericho match or just come out and cause havoc. I don't know. But this is on the pre-show, and this Battle Royal is going to have the prize of number 1 contender for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, out of all those names that I just mentioned, the only one that I see, or the only 2 I could see winning this thing are an MJF, because I think it would fit his character beautifully, and a Shawn Spears. Now, we don't know when this title match is going to happen. We don't know if that is even still a rule, but the last time I read it, that is exactly what the people are going to get if they win this match. I'm going with MJF. I think he's got the most upside here in this thing. He's young. He is an up-and-comer. One of the best on the independent scene as far as what he does. I could see MJF winning this thing. Joey Janela's in there, too. I could see him winning it, but we'll see what happens, man. Joey Janela and MJF, they had a little back and forth at the fan rally in Jacksonville, so that could be an ongoing thing. We'll see what happens, but I'm going with MJF to win the Casino Battle Royale and become the number 1 contender for the AEW Heavyweight Championship. The Best Friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Angelico, a major part of Lucha Underground Season 1. Now, the Best Friends were actually in the Battle Royal when this thing was announced. They really didn't have a match for Chucky T and Trent Beretta. They made a big deal about it on being the Elite in a joking way, and then AEW recently signed Angelico and Jack Evans, and they paired them together. I'm guessing based off their Lucha Underground ties, and we're getting a damn good tag team match out of this. I'm actually looking forward to this very much. This is going to be one of those barn burner matches, man. Angelico's great. Jack Evans was part of the Worldwide Underground with Johnny Mundo and Taya in Lucha Underground, and I think this is going to be a possible show stealer. I'm going with the Best Friends in this match. I'm going with Chucky T and Trent Beretta. I think they're going to get the victory over Angelico and Jack Evans, but this is going to be a match that you're going to keep an eye out for, and you probably will be talking about this match at the end of the night. Aja Kong, Sakakazaki, I don't know if I pronounced that right, and Emi Sakura versus Hikaru Shida, Riho, and Mizunami. Now, I'm going to go here. I don't know who any of these people are. Forgive me if you're looking at me as if I don't know who they are. I guarantee you most of the people, if not all the people watching me now or listening to me, don't know who the fuck these people are. I do know of Aja Kong, so I'm going to go with Aja Kong, and I think she is going to be the one that stands out in this match because she's the most notable name out of all of these women. She's the most notable name, I should say, to the American audience. I'm going with Aja Kong and her team to win this thing, and Aja Kong's going to stand tall, and she's going to be a staple in that women's division. Kip Sabian versus Sammy Guevara. I'm going to go with Sammy in this one. I think he is going to be a showcase talent that AEW is going to push on their weekly television show. They do have that deal with AAA. He's the AAA, I believe, Cruiserweight champion. So I'm going to go with Sammy here. He is the one who has the most upside, and the partnership with AAA, they definitely want to put the spotlight on Sammy. So I'm going with Sammy here in this match against Kip Sabian. Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose and Kylie Ray, man. AEW's women's division is looking really, really solid. If I had to choose, I was going back and forth between Kylie Rae and Britt Baker, but I'm going to go with Britt Baker. I think they're going to put the spotlight on Britt Baker as right now the face of the division before we start seeing Bea Priestley get involved. Nyla Rose is going to be the Awesome Kong of the AEW women's division. I don't think she's going to take the pin here in this triple threat match. It could go one of two ways. I could see Britt Baker doing something by pinning Kylie Rae and leaving Nyla Rose to look strong, dominant through the match, but not get the victory, get taken out sometime towards the end of the match, and Britt takes advantage of something that she did on Kylie Rae. Or I could see Nyla Rose beating Kylie Rae here in this match. I think Kylie Rae is going to be the odd woman out here, but Nyla Rose is going to look to be the most dominant in this match, and I'm going to give it to Britt Baker. Kylie Rae reminds me of AEW's version of Bayley. She's very sunny. She's very lighthearted. She's very excited and ecstatic. She's very cheery, I should say, minus the hugs. She's got that Bayley vibe, that old Bayley vibe about her. But I'm going with Britt Baker, man. They focused on her. She was the first woman signed to AEW. She's got merchandise. She's been featured next to, Cody's wife. So I'm going with Britt Baker in this one, but Nyla Rose is going to look strong, and I think Kylie Rae is going to take the pinfall here in this match. Britt Baker is going to go on to win the triple threat. SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky versus the Strong Hearts. It is Shima, T-Hawk, and El Lideman. I'm going to go with Strong Hearts here simply because, A, you can't have all of the executives win their matches at Double or Nothing. It would look bad. And being that this is a partnership that people don't know much about, they don't know about the promotion where the Strong Hearts are coming from, it would be great if they get a big victory here as a way for AEW to say, hey guys, you got to pay attention to these guys. They're going to be a solid act for All Elite Wrestling going forward. And giving a loss to Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky, being that they're plastered all over being the Elite and they're part of the group, they're a part of this foundation to start AEW, what is a loss going to mean to them? Nothing. They're pretty much untouchable right now, especially in this case. Give the win and the spotlight to the new signees, to the new promotion, put the spotlight on that promotion, and give the Strong Hearts a big victory. Going to be a great match, probably going to be athletic and all over the place. And I'm going with the Strong Hearts to win this one just because logic. Logic. AAA World Tag Team Championships, the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. I'm glad this is not for an AEW Tag Team Championship because I want there to be some sort of competition for said championships when they are unveiled. But, man, I am looking forward to this match more so than anything on the card. I love both Pentagon and Phoenix. They are fantastic. I mean, if you guys watch what they've done with LAX, I've had the pleasure of calling matches for both Pentagon and Phoenix, man. They are unbelievable at what they do. The Young Bucks, the most influential tag team in all of professional wrestling right now. They are the head of the AEW Dragon. This is going to be a crazy match. Now, they won the AAA Tag Team Championships from the Lucha Brothers in Mexico, and the ratings for that were off the charts. Now, being that this is for the AAA World Tag Team Championship, and to my knowledge, I do think that this match is happening again a couple weeks after the Double or Nothing show. So what I presume is going to happen here is that if the match is happening again a couple of weeks following Double or Nothing, I think the Young Bucks are going to get the win here, retain the titles, and then the Lucha Brothers are going to win them back in Mexico on their home turf. I think that's a solid, fair trade-off. But this match is going to be fucking crazy. This match, to me, is my main event. This could legitimately be the main event of the show. This is going to be a showcase for all other tag teams who want in with All Elite Wrestling. I'm talking about the Revival. I'm talking about the Good Brothers. This is going to be a showcase match as to why tag team wrestling should be a focus and a spotlight in any division that has tag team wrestling. I want WWE to pay close attention to this match. That's saying a lot. They don't even fucking pay attention to NXT and the tag team matches that we've seen so far with the takeovers that we had. 2 match of the year candidates with the Undisputed Era and Black Ricochet against the War Raiders for the NXT tag team titles. And I'm expecting no different with all of those teams at TakeOver 25. WWE needs to get their heads out of the fucking clouds. Seriously, tag team wrestling needs to be brought into prominence. AEW is going to be making tag team wrestling a focus. Tag team wrestling is going to be the main event of these shows. They're going to show you exactly what tag team wrestling is. WWE better be paying close attention to what's going on here, because I want to see these guys set the fucking standard. NXT level. NXT is the standard for tag team wrestling around. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They do it right, and they've been doing it right. I want AEW to be right up there, and I want WWE to look at themselves. Where the fuck are we going wrong? This is going to be a show-stealer match. This may be one of the best matches of the entire fucking year, man. 4 guys who are going to go out there and completely steal the show. Being that this is AEW's first show, you don't think the Young Bucks are going to fucking go all out? This is their first match since January. You don't think they're going to go all out? You don't think Pentagon and Phoenix, knowing how crazy those motherfuckers are going to go out there? You don't think they're going to go out there and fucking tear the house down? Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going with the Young Bucks to retain the AAA Tag Team Championships, and then the Lucha Brothers are going to win it in Mexico, again in the rematch following Double or Nothing. Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes, brother versus brother. Cody has said he loves his brother, but he wants to kill everything that the Attitude Era was. He wants to kill everything that the Attitude Era was, and he had that scathing promo on the Road to Double or Nothing series, the Nightmare Family YouTube channel, man. Please subscribe. It's so well shot, and the hype for Double or Nothing, man, it really gets you just involved in everything. Now, this match is happening because of WWE's shortcomings. They did not allow these guys, and I'm glad that they didn't, because it would have been nothing more than a fucking Stardust versus Goldust bullshit match in WWE. They wanted the culmination of this thing to be at WrestleMania. WWE, I think, I don't remember what year. I'm terrible with numbers. I know it was at Fastlane that year, several years ago. WWE didn't give them the stage to do it on WrestleMania. And here we are in 2019. Goldust, another guy who was let out of his WWE contract. Vince didn't want to let him out. Triple H said, let him go. The fuck are you going to use him for? Seriously. Goldust is another guy who got lucky. Dustin got lucky. Retired Goldust. Goldust is no more. Goldust was a huge part of the Attitude Era. Cody wants to kill the Attitude Era. I love my brother. And he was going on and on and on about all the things in the Attitude Era that he didn't like. You know? Calling Triple H a pissant bodybuilder and mentioning Dwayne Johnson and all these things. Which makes me wonder, you watch the fucking promo from Cody Rhodes, it seriously makes me wonder, how the fuck did Vince McMahon want to leave this guy in a fucking Goldust, Stardust ripoff? Like character. Like, the Stardust character was so fucking terrible. You're Vince McMahon, and you look at what Cody is doing now in this promo that I'm talking about, and the first thing you want to do is leave him in the Stardust character? You didn't know what you had in this guy? And here he is. He leaves WWE. He requests his release. He gets his release. Imagine if WWE didn't let Cody Rhodes go. We wouldn't even be here right now. But how do you look at this promo if you're Vince McMahon and say, man, where the fuck was this guy at? Why didn't I keep him around? You didn't realize what you had in this guy? That promo was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Dustin, people are like, oh, Dustin's old. Dustin had 2 reconstructive knee surgeries. Dustin's going to go. You don't think Dustin's going to be refreshed? You don't think Dustin's going to have a new lease on life? You don't think these guys are going to try and fucking steal the show? There's no better partner. There's no better dancing partner than your own blood. They're going to kill it. They're going to absolutely kill it. I don't see this being a fucking Matt classic. I don't see this being a 5-star classic. This is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school, fucking rough and tough brawl. I would expect some color in this match. I think it's going to get nasty. And I think the story that these guys are going to tell is going to be very emotional. It's going to be an emotional one. Just like when Cody beat Nick Aldis for the NWA Championship. It's going to be an emotional night. And the reason why this match is happening is not because it's simply a brother versus brother dynamic. It's the 2 Rhodes brothers paying homage to their father. That's what it's really about. The underbelly of this thing is about Dusty. New promotion. Dusty's looking down. He would be proud of what Cody is doing. He would be proud of both of his sons. And here they are. They're paying homage to Dusty. This is what this match is about and why I don't understand. People are shitting on this. For what? It's about the sentimental factor of it. It's about Dusty. Everything else is just for fucking fun and games and show. Yeah, Cody cut a great promo. Yeah, he said this, he said that about the Attitude Era. Dustin's coming back at the age of 50. You know, he's in a big, high-profile match away from WWE. Yeah, that's all great. And I expect a great match from these two, but it's about Dusty at the end of the night. And I'm sure there's going to be a loving embrace at the end in which they do pay homage to their father. I'm going with Cody. Only way I could go about this is with Cody winning. And I think it's going to be a really, really, really rough match. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be slow and methodical. It's going to tell a great story. And I can't wait to see what these two do at Double or Nothing. Main event is Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. I went back and forth on this, but I'm ending with Chris Jericho beating Kenny Omega for a couple of reasons. One, Kenny Omega is absolutely bulletproof. He does not need to win. Okay? Being that you got the Young Bucks and Cody winning, you got to trade off. The other two acts that are on Double or Nothing, Kenny, right? And the SoCal Uncensored guys, you can't have everybody win. So in my predictions, I'm going with Cody and the Young Bucks winning. And then obviously you're going to have a couple of the executive vice presidents lose. I'm going with Omega to lose, and I'm going with SoCal Uncensored to lose. So in this match with Omega, Omega doesn't need to win. He is absolutely 100% bulletproof. Number two, Jericho signed a exclusive 3-year deal with AEW. What a middle finger it would be for WWE, or to WWE, for Jericho to go into this rival promotion, battling WWE, right? Or eventually will be battling WWE on weekly TV with TNT. How great would it be if a WWE guy walks into the enemy promotion and beats their number one guy? I think it would be great. Number two, isn't Jericho set to fight Okada at Dominion for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship? Just based on logic, if Jericho is going to challenge for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, he's got to have a justifiable reason as to why he's getting that match. Yes, he's Chris Jericho. Yes, he's on this world tour for all these dream matches. He wants to get everything done. He's not exclusive to New Japan, but beating Kenny Omega certainly would vie for an IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And if you're wondering, well, why is Jericho getting an IWGP Heavyweight Championship match? You're going to look back at this night and say, well, he beat fucking Kenny Omega in the first event for AEW. It's all the reason I need. Because whether you like Kenny or not, probably the best wrestler in the fucking world right now. I'm going with Jericho, and I think it's going to end with Jon Moxley. I think Jon Moxley is going to interject himself in this match, and we will see the debut of Jon Moxley to close AEW's Double or Nothing. And that's all I got, guys. I can't wait. I'm in Vegas right now. I'm probably drinking a beer somewhere. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I will be all over StarCast on Friday and Saturday. I will be watching and live tweeting with you guys for Double or Nothing. Make sure you guys are following me on social media, man, at JD from NY206. That's both on Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that bell for all notifications. Patreon.com/JD from NY206 if you guys want to support the podcast on Patreon. Make sure you guys go and get your JD's Elite t-shirts, JD's Elites. Bonfire.com link is down in the description below. Harry's.com/script for your $13 trial set. Absolutely free. Just pay the shipping and handling. And audibletrial.com/off-the-script. 30 days of Audible and 1 free audiobook just for listening to the podcast today. I am getting out of here, guys. Thank you so very much for all your supports. Enjoy Double or Nothing. Enjoy Vegas. Hopefully I see some of you guys around. And I will see you guys back here on Friday for Off the Script. Regular Off the Script, regular time, regular channel. Same as always, every single week we'll be talking WWE news and the horrors that were WWE television this week, guys. Hit that thumbs up, and I will see you all in Las Vegas for Double or Nothing. I'll talk to you guys later.